All right, guys, the PGA this week moves to Texas for the Byron Nelson and new golf course this year. It is the TPC Craig Ranch outside of Dallas in McKinney. It's replacing the Trinity Forest course, so there's not a lot of course history going on this week, so we'll have to look at some other things and look at some events maybe that have gone on here in the past on different tours and see what type of a golf course this is. Last week, if you only watched the video, we did not hit any of the winners. We risked about 0.25. Webb Simpson withdrew, so we only had about 0.21 worth of risk. But if you followed over in Discord, as I advise everyone to do, we did hit 2 top 10s there. So we wound up with a plus about 0.7 units on the week, which is not too bad. I'll take that every single week. So if you're not a member of the Sports Bet Army Discord chat, head on over to the link that I have down below for the Discord. It is free. I'll give the top 5 and top 10 bets for this week over there in the Discord, and that's totally free for you guys for signing up there. And for those of you who are subscribers in my room, I will give out my 3 balls and matchups for the weekends for you guys on golf. All right, let's jump right into it now. First guy we're going with this week is Jon Rahm, plus 850 over on FanDuel. We're going to be risking 0.12 units to win 1 unit on Rahm this week to win. He is one of the favorites, obviously, as he always is in any tournament he tees it up in. He's coming off a missed cut last week, played obviously not that well. But before that, he was on a pretty good roll. 6 of the last 8 tournaments he had played in were top 10s. Rahm's always a threat to win any tournament he plays in. Easily one of the 5 best golfers in the world. If we look at some of the key stats here that I'm looking at for this week, his shots gained tee to green, he's 4th right now. Birdie or better percentage, he's 31st, and par 4 scoring, he is 34th. So I like Rahm here. I like the value over on FanDuel at plus 850. If you have access there, let's drop 0.12 units on Jon Rahm. All right, second guy this week is going to be Matthew Fitzpatrick, plus 2,100 over on DraftKings. You're going to see all these guys now. After Rahm, I'm going with over on DraftKings. So if you don't have access to DraftKings, you may not want to play a lot of these bets. I think the value really is on DraftKings this week. You know, it varies from week to week on which sportsbook is really giving us the best value. As I always say, it's easier to just kind of pass on a bet than to take bad value. I'd much rather just not play the game. If you have a price similar to the ones I'm going to throw out here on these bets, then by all means go ahead and take it at whatever book you play at. But I want to give you the 2 main books out there, FanDuel, DraftKings. So again, we're going to go plus 2,100. Matthew Fitzpatrick is going to be about a 0.05 units, which is $5 for every $100 better you are. So we're going to bet 5 to win 100, somewhere around there on Matthew Fitzpatrick. Again, we don't have a lot of past history here for Fitzpatrick, but he has been playing well coming into this event. He had a 4th in the Heritage. He's been in the top 15 5 of the last 6 tournaments he's played in. Just the Masters was the only one where he had a so-so finish of 34th. But again, 4th place last week. So this is a guy who obviously can play with the better competition out there. At plus 2,100, we're getting pretty good value. So we're going to take a shot here with Matthew Fitzpatrick, plus 2,100 DraftKings. Okay, maybe a pick that not a lot of people are going to be on here, but we're going to take Sergio Garcia only at DraftKings. I'm not really seeing a great price at other books, but 4,500, plus 4,500 at DraftKings, hard to pass up. If you look at his price over on FanDuel, plus 3,400, not nearly as attractive. But that extra plus 1,100, I'm going to take here. So we're going to be risking, obviously, a very small amount. It's going to be about 0.02 units or $2 to win 100 for you $100 bettors. So I'll take a shot here with Sergio. He missed the cut in his last 2 events, which were the Masters and the Heritage. So he has not been out now in almost a month. Do I expect to win? No. But we're betting relative small amounts of money here for the value. So we're just going to hopefully over time cash in on these type of plays. He's not my favorite play of the week, but plus 4,500 on Sergio. We're going to take a shot. All right, the next guy up is another guy who's fallen out of favor with golf bettors. Really hasn't done much. It seems like a long time since the last time he has won. His last 2 events were the Wells Fargo last week, where he missed the cut, and he missed the cut at the Masters. But talking about Jason Day, plus 5,500 over on DraftKings. Again, really good price. You can find plus 5,000 at a lot of books, but the plus 5,500 is what I want. I believe BetMGM also has a plus 5,500 on day. But like I said, he's missed the cut his last two events. Before that, he kind of was showing some promise, looked like he might be breaking through. It almost seems like he's going to be in the top 10 or he's going to miss the cut. I mean, he's been very up and down. But I think it's just a matter of time before we see Jason Day get back into the form that we're used to him being in. We're taking a shot here at a 55-1 plus 5,500. Again, a relatively small amount of money to be risking here. It's going to be approximately a $2 play, which will win, about $110 or 0.02 units, depending on your unit size, what you're going to be playing on day, but relatively small amount. I think in total this week we've got about a quarter of a unit in play. So day plus 5,500 will be my fourth play of the week. And we're going to go with Aaron Wise as the next play, plus 6,600. Again, we'll risk about 0.02 units here to try to win one unit. Wise came through first last week with a top 10 at plus 1,400, helped us become profitable last week. The week prior to that, at the Heritage, or his last time out at the Heritage, he did miss the cut. We're going to hope that he's trending in the right direction. Wise is a guy who's been pretty good tee to green, 26th overall tee to green this year. Off the tee is pretty good. He's ranked 38th right now. His approach shots to the green, 43rd. He's 57th around the green shot gain. So where he's really lacking is in the putting. We're going to hope this week they're going to be probably running about 11.5 on the stimp, and we'll hope it's a course where the putting is not going to be nearly as difficult as some of these other places. Wise on these difficult putting courses, not really a great play, but we want a guy who strikes the ball really well. It's Texas, usually a little bit of wind that we're dealing with. We're dealing with bigger greens. Hopefully his proximity to the pin is relatively short this week, and we can make a few putts, and we can get Wise into the winner's circle at plus 6,600. All right, next up, we're going with the old man, Matt Kucher, at plus 7,000 over on DraftKings. We're going to be risking about $1 to win 100 or 0.01 units here on Kucher. Kucher's just been on a very up and down run so far this year. He has literally made the cut and missed the cut every other tournament since the Masters back in November. So if the trend continues, he misses the cut this week. I think at some point he goes back-to-back made cuts, but we shall see. Kucher is more of a sweeper of the golf ball, doesn't really take a big divot, doesn't hit down on the ball, sweeps it. He can keep the ball low if there is wind. So I like Kucher on courses where he doesn't really have to hit out of thick and heavy rough. So a course like this that should be fairly open, I think it winds up becoming a course that Kucher can handle fairly well. Statistically, Kucher's just not been really good this year. I mean, off the tee, just awful, 171st shots gained off the tee this year. I mean, his best stat's been putting, and that's 79th. So we're not expecting much. We're getting a pretty good price, though, plus 7,000, and we'll take a shot with Matt Kucher. All right, last guy we're looking at here on the to win the championship bets at plus 8,000 is going to be Taylor Gooch, Oklahoma guy. Obviously, Oklahoma, Texas, those are the guys who really can usually play in the windy conditions. So we'll take a shot here with Gooch. He's been fairly pedestrian so far this season. He did have a 5th place finish over in the Players' Championship earlier this year. He was 26th last week at the Wells Fargo. Missed the cut at the Valspar, so he's playing now 3 weeks in a row after having a bit of a layoff. He has been fairly respectable, though, this year. 43rd in shots gained total. He's kind of good, not great in any of the major statistics. Worst part of his game is shots around the green. I think that will not be as huge a factor this week with the large green sizes that we're going to be seeing. So perhaps this is a course that's going to suit Gooch. We're getting plus 8,000. Again, you're going to be risking about $1 or so for the $100 better, or 0.01 units, depending on what your unit size may be. All right, so that's going to be the golfers for this week on the to win. Of course, if you look down below, head over to the Discord channel. I'm going to be giving out my top 5 picks and my bets for a top 10 finish this week. And of course, for those of you who are subscribers, you're going to get the matchups and the 3 balls this week. So I look forward to seeing you guys over in the Discord channel. Remember, if you haven't done so already, click down below. There's a link there to sign up for the Sharp app, and you'll get notified as soon as we launch that over in the App Store. It should be coming out within the next few weeks. Again, look forward to seeing you guys later in Discord, and let's make some money this week.